What is up, y'all? We back outside, man, and we are going to be talking about what creativity is, how it works, where it comes from, all that. I had made a video on this before, but I had deleted it because when I was making them videos without the thumbnails, I was just gaining the intuition about these. I wasn't really having the experience or the knowledge. I was just gaining the intuitions I was getting. But yeah, now that I got more knowledge and experience, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. Because if y'all not doing that, I might as well not even get to this lesson. Like, why am I even talking to you right now? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I don't really care if y'all do, but it would help me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, appreciate it. And let's get into it, bro. So, creativity, right? It's a lot of ways you can look at creativity. But the main thing is creativity comes from life force energy, right? Now, when you feel this life force energy, you will not only feel creative, you may feel a sexual arousal around your body, stuff like that, bro, right? Because when you feel life force, that's what it's going to feel like. Now, see, the thing is, when it comes to, let's say, people who are not creative, right? It's not because of the fact they don't create. It's just because of the fact they don't have any life force to create. You know what I'm saying? Or else they would be creating. I want to get in the sunlight here. Nah, it ain't too much sunlight. Dang. It don't matter. But look, it's because they don't really have a lot of life force, right? Somebody may want to create, but it's still, if they still don't got that life force, then they ain't gonna be creating good. They can still create and all that, but it's probably not gonna feel alive. It's probably not gonna look cool, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be in tune within their soul frequency. It's a lot of stuff that will happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, not just that, people who aren't creative are probably wasting their life force due to what? Overthinking. You know, all them bad habits, bro. All them stuff that really puts you on that negative vibration will take your creativity. Like, even if you just overthink about a little thing, bro, it can really take your creativity, bro. And also your other energies, like your willpower, intuition, stuff like that, bro, right? But now when it comes to creativity, bro, you can use creativity for not just creating, but also tuning in with your soul frequency, right? And now creativity also is felt when it enters your sacral chakra. That's like the creativity center, right? And it's, shoot, don't go off track now. Don't go off track. Okay, so yeah, like I said, people who aren't creative, they not really tapped in with their energies at all. And it's because they either wasting it or just not tapped in at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's better if you just not tapped in at all, because you have a lot of built up energy probably. I know I did when I started tapping in. So yeah, that is that, bro. But yeah, bro, people who are creative, right? I'm a very creative person. And it's only because of the fact I have life force, right? It's not a flex or anything. But it's just when you gain life force, you start being way more creative, bro. You can start creating way more stuff. You can start doing stuff that aligns in your path, bro. All that stuff, right? You can be able to even control the energy around you the more life force you have, right? But if you don't got a lot of life force, then you're not going to be able to control shit. I'm going to be honest. You ain't going to be able to control nothing. So that is that. Now, creative people don't just create. I know that from experience, right? Creative people tend to really expand their frequency and consciousness, right? I'm the type of person that not only creates games, videos, trying to create songs for the future, and beats, and art, and other stuff. But, you know, I do stuff that's aligned within my soul frequency, and I also tap into my soul frequency just to feel it sometimes, and stuff like that, bro, right? And basically, creativity is life force, like I said, but also life force is really the underlying, you can look at life force as etheric energy, because it is, right? That's what life force is. The more etheric energy you have, the more creative you will naturally be, bro, right? And you don't even got to be creative in a way where you're just making stuff. You can literally just be expanding your consciousness, and then you start pulling down these creative vibrations and stuff, bro, right? Oh, and it's so crazy when you start tapping into higher dimensions while creating. Because I've done that. I mean, I probably do it every day, bro. But I've done it a lot of times, bro. And I've had dreams about it, and it's just crazy. Like, you will have dreams of you in celestial cities, cities that ain't even on Earth, what people might call heaven. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff that you can gain with creativity, bro. Right? Now, see, let's go back to people who aren't creative, right? They may either be sucking off life force that's like, you know, others' creative energy, or even their own energy and just wasting it, right? But thing is, when it comes to creative energy, bro, how do I say it? How do I say it? How do I say it? What do I want to say? What do I want to say? Creative energy ain't just creative energy. It's really life force. Once you got a lot of life force, not only can you expand your creativity, but you can expand your solar chakra, which is your willpower. You can expand your heart chakra, which is, you know, right here, full of love, peace, unity, stuff like that. You can expand your throat chakra, your truth center. You can expand your third eye chakra, the part that's able to let you see into the non-physical, and you can expand your crown chakra and your root chakra. I mean, I've done all of those with not just my sacral chakra, but, you know, just from intention and stuff. Now, what else do I want to say? I want to say people who aren't creative tend to start, how do I say it? They tend to be the type of people that actually feeds off others' creativity. Because remember, creativity isn't just creative energy. It is life force energy. It is the energy that is literally creating everything that we have now. That's why it's creative energy, because once you tap into that life force energy, you're tapping in with the energy that's basically creating all this reality to be physical, right? And also non-physical, right? Now, what else do I want to say? Okay, so creative in low dimensions versus high dimensions, right? You can still create while on the low frequency and stuff. I've done it before a lot of times. But there's a big difference, okay? So let's say if I was to build a game on the low frequency, right? And I try making it realistic and blah, blah, blah. It's not going to look realistic at all. It's not going to look how I want it to be. It's not going to look how I need it to be, right? But if you're working within, let's just say 5D to 60, right? Because I'll be working there a lot of times when it comes to creating, especially with my games on Roblox. Now, see, these games on Roblox, when I was creating in the high dimensions, bro, or after I started gaining access to them higher dimensions, like, it was literally a shift in, what was it? Either 2023, no, it was 2023. In 2023, it was a big shift when I was creating this game. My friends is gonna know what it's called. My close friends gonna know what it's called if they heard about it, because, you know, I still got some friends from that year. But it was this game called Capital State Florida, right? At first, it was like real trash. I ain't gonna cap. It had good lighting, but the buildings was just 5-year-old type buildings, bro, right? But it was a shift between, when did I start that game? I started that game around June or May, right? But then when it came to around when it came to August, that's when the shift happened. That's when I started rising my frequency above the 4D consciousness. And because of that, I started having dreams that would be me in higher planes and stuff, right? I would be either creating stuff in higher planes. I would be receiving information in higher planes. I think I would even be giving energy to these certain beings. Like, I remember this one experience where I was just like in a dream, and I noticed that I was in a game that I usually play, but it looked way different, right? Not usually play, because I used to play it, but at that time I stopped playing it. And I guess I went back in the dream realm, but it was like either within the 60, 70, or 8D. And why do I say that? Because not only did it look nothing like the game, but the whole purpose of the game kind of got rearranged, and, you know, some beings kind of led me towards the spot. Something led me to the spot. I don't know if it felt like beings. I don't know if it was my spirit, but it felt like some beings were leading me to this one spot to give me a certain type of energy that would not only heal me, but give me a certain type of energy to be able to create more, right? To create way more realistic and stuff. So after I start having these dreams around August, September, October, November, and December, you know what I'm saying? I also had dreams of me tapping into my soul neighborhood within 60 or 70 consciousness. And bro, that was just, I'm telling you, 5D, 60, 70 is actually where heaven resides in, bro. And why do I say that? Because you will literally feel it once you feel 5D, 60, or 70. Once you feel any consciousness state above 4D, bro, it will literally feel like how you think heaven would be. I'm not even joking. Probably because it is. I'm not going to say that this video, but yeah. So I started having all these dreams, bro, right? And the thing is, if y'all been watching my page, well, nah, I can't say that because I deleted my old videos and I don't know if I talked about it yet. But dreams are not just dreams, bro, right? Dreams carry a lot of meaning. So not just a lot of meaning, but if you have a dream that's like in a high vibrational consciousness state, or any dream, for real, any dream, you're gonna be bringing down some type of energy and codes with you to basically help you in your physical life, right? So I started bringing down these energies from 5D and 6D and 7D and probably even beyond. I don't know, because at the time I wasn't spiritual, but I was in tune with my spirit so much to the point where I was reaching states above 5D. When you reach states above 5D or 6D, that's when you're in tune with your spirit, bro, right? But once you're in tune with the soul, that's when you start experiencing either just 5D or 5D plus. Now, I would be bringing these codes down, right? And it would be a shift between August, September, and October. Now, October is when I started a new game, but then once I actually started that new game, that was the start of when I was making games that were actually realistic. I started learning how to, I wouldn't say learn, I would, cause like the cars, right? I wouldn't make the cars by myself. I'd low-key use free models, but I would know a way on how to make them look more realistic, as well as the buildings, and actually make my own buildings instead of free models. Because I was using free models at the time because I low-key didn't know how to build nothing, you know what I'm saying? But once I learned how to make my own models, it was pretty good, bro. Like, I had made my own models in that Capital State game. But once I moved on to this one, I kind of used my own buildings, but then I also used other ones that were realistic. And then after that, I kind of just switched to my own buildings, aka now. But after that, after October and November, that's when I was actually fully embodied with these frequencies. And I was making games that has like good cars and good cities. Like, I should have never quit on them only because of the fact it was actually so good. But I had to quit. No, I didn't have to at the time, but I did quit. No, I did have to at the time because I was like developing on my dad's computer before what? Before somewhere in 2024, I was on my dad's computer, right? And I was still on it until what? February. It was around January or February that I got my new computer, right? And so the thing is, I could still make realistic games, bro, and I still do. And it's like, bro, it is nothing compared to them years. It is nothing compared. The amount of frequencies and downloads and vibrations I've pulled from creating is actually crazy. So yeah, just know creative energy isn't just you know what most people say. It's literally the non-physical energy within us, bro. And the more that we have, the more creative we will feel, bro. So yeah, I think that's it. You can also use creativity to charge up your other energy centers, or just your energetic self in general. You can do a lot of stuff with creativity. Like I said, though, once you have a lot of creativity, you can really manipulate your life, bro. But if you're trying to manipulate your life or do telekinesis or astral project, and you ain't really got a lot of life force, either from overthinking, sadness, trauma, doubt, fear, confusion, whatever you're giving into, yeah, it's just not gonna happen. I know that from experience, sadly. And I think was one of my main lessons when it came to being in a creative state and keeping my creativity. Because once I started creating, bro, right? Once I started not only creating, but also raising my vibration around that shifting time, it was a lot of stuff that I was going through online. I ain't gonna cap. Like, to the point where I didn't even want to talk. I didn't even want to have friends online no more. Like, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta. See what I'm saying? Like, it was some friends I was cool with still. But it was just like, bro, I would have to tell y'all. I can't tell y'all right now, but I'm not finna tell y'all right now, bro. That's for a whole different... That's not even for this page. That's for my main page. So, yeah, that's not going to be posted here, if anything. But I will be explaining what happened. I ain't going to cap. I'm finna be explaining what happened. Because the stuff that was going on deserves to be explained about, okay? But, yeah, bro. I mean, it was crazy. It's crazy on how much these demons really try attacking you once you raise your life force energy or your creative energy. Like, they will on your little stupid ass. Especially if you don't know how to protect your energy, bro. And none of that, you cooked. If you don't know how to protect yourself and your energy, bro, they will take that. And I had to learn that from 2024, 2025 until now. I had to learn that for literally, basically, I had went through a whole bunch of spiritual attacks over the past 2 years because of the fact I didn't embody my soul and spirit. Now I just realized that. But yeah, I think that's it for today's video, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, man. I hope I can post more. I want to post daily, bro. I want to post daily, not just for me, but also for y'all too, bro. Just in case if y'all need any of this information, bro. Yep. I think that's it, man. I ain't gonna cap this outside feeling crazy right now. I don't know what it is. The grass feels too green. I don't know how. But yeah, I don't even need to put that here because I'm about to end this video, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, man. Y'all can probably tell I'm a little bit happier, but shoot, I'm just raising my life force and not wasting it. So that is that, bro. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, man. And stay creative.